I sent the phone back and they think
on
my
regular
money
old
back.
paper,
Fucking
they're
asshole.
dusty and crumbling. They're
Talk to someone about that or what?
Yeah, but I was going to go and get a protest sign and go in front of the Spence store in a real sexy little outfit on a Saturday. And,
Get everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Get
about
the news
cotton.
out
A
there.
lot of you guys might be wearing blue jeans out there or something made out of cotton, right?
I'm from Colorado, so I got my license too.
Takes
Oh,
50% of the world's pesticides
Jealous.
and irrigation. Take all the other crops, corn,
I keep on going
soybeans,
back.
alfalfa, everything else,
Been
hay,
here
everything
for
else.
3 weeks.
Cotton
But
takes
since,
half the
November.
water and
badass.
pesticides in this country. And understand that these pesticides that we're talking about oftentimes are oil-based. They come from oil. The fertilizers that we are using on our crops come from petroleum. How many people got these water bottles? Those water bottles come from petroleum. Everything comes from petroleum, and everything you can make from petroleum, you can make from hemp seed oil. So it only makes sense that we should grow our way out of this environment. How many people here have relatives, family, or friends serving in the United States Armed Forces overseas? How many think any of them should be shot and killed over a $4 gallon of gas? How many of our soldiers do you think we need to station in the Middle East if instead we were growing crops of hemp to solve our fuel problems instead of going to the Middle East to get the oil? Every problem we've got in this country, almost every problem we've got can be solved from hemp. And then let's talk about the other big public policy issue in America, healthcare. We know Mr. Obama tried to pass healthcare. We know everybody talks about healthcare, health insurance, healthcare, health insurance. Why are we refusing to allow people to treat themselves with a common, non-toxic, easy-to-grow, effective plant? Why do we do this?
Money.
Very good. You win. I don't know what you win, but you win. It's exactly right. The pharmaceutical industry contributed $29 million to the election campaign of Barack Obama. And they are one of the largest contributors to all of the election campaigns in the House, the Senate, the President, and so forth.
A little bit of everything.
The markup on an average pill, like Prozac or Lipitor or whatever, the markup from the cost it makes to produce that pill to what they sell it for is between 25,000 and 150,000%.
Not as heavy as a laptop.
So do you really think GlaxoSmithKline and Pfizer and Merck want to see you growing a plant and treating yourself? Like I say, I promote and I deal with medical marijuana patients every day. And there's one story that comes to me every day when I talk to these patients. They say, man, I was in a terrible accident, or I got this terrible injury. I know guys have come back from Iraq with fingers missing and legs missing. And they say, man, when I came back, they put me on these Oxys, these Vicodins, these Percocets, these Demerols, these Flexerils. I was taking 5, 10, some guys 15 pills a day. It didn't really kill the pain, but in addition to that, it made me constipated, made me nauseous. I couldn't function, I'm drooling. I can't go to work because my head's all cloudy. That's the legal drugs they were giving these people, giving our soldiers when they came back. And when they come to Oregon, they get the medical marijuana program. They say, Russ, I can't believe it. Since I've been on medical marijuana, I've cut my pills back from half to a third. I went from 15 pills a day to 5 pills a day. And they can work. They can go to their jobs. They can function. That is, the jobs that don't drug test, of course. But they can still function. So there's no reason, hemp, medical marijuana, no argument against those. Sick people should get their medicine, and hemp should be completely legal. Let's round this up. Let's finish up with just pot smoking. How many people just recreational alcohol smoke pot?
Yeah!
Every year in the United States, there are thousands of sexual assaults based off alcohol. There are tens of thousands of drunk driving accidents based on alcohol. There are 85,000 deaths attributed to alcohol. Yet, I could go home with a bottle of Crown Royal and drink it till I fall over in a puddle of my own puke, and not one cop's going to break down the door, not one news story is going to give a damn about it, and nobody's going to form some political committee to put Russ in jail for drinking too much. But if you want to sit at home and smoke a doobie, the government thinks they need to come in and stop you. Do you think that's right? Whatever happened, you know, and this is the thing that really gets me too, is, you know, whatever happened to, I hear a lot of politicians talking about, well, you know, we need more personal responsibility in America. We need less government intrusion. We need, you know, government shouldn't be a nanny state telling us what to do. Except for pot. Well, I say no. I say it is my right. I say if the Constitution says life, or the Declaration of Independence says we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, if that doesn't include getting a little high with some weed, then it ain't worth the hemp paper it was written on, folks. Really think about it. In America, we're very anti-discrimination. We don't discriminate against black people because their skin looks different. We don't discriminate against women because they have different genitalia. We are very anti-discrimination in this country, except when it comes to marijuana. My God, if there's marijuana in your pee, we can't give you a job, you can't be a good parent, you're a lousy person, right? But I'm tired of this discrimination. I'm tired of being discriminated for the content of my blood, the content of my urine. Dr. Martin Luther King dreamt of a day when we would be judged by the content of our character, not the color of our skin. I say we should be judged by the content of our character and not our recreational choice on the weekend. And then some people, my opponents, will come back and will say, well, Russ, it's not the same. It's not the same. You're born black, or you're born gay, or you're born this or born that, and that's why we don't discriminate. But you're choosing to smoke pot. Well, you've got a point there, but there's another thing we don't discriminate against in this country, and that's religion. If you're Catholic or Protestant or Hindu or Muslim or atheist or agnostic or whatever religion you believe in, we legally cannot discriminate against you. But you weren't born that way. You chose to be Catholic. You chose to be Jewish. You chose to be Muslim. So if there is a choice to make my mind believe a certain way and to create my reality a certain way with respect to the creation of the universe, that suggests to me we have the right to our own mental state. We have the right to our own consciousness. And whether you believe in a God or that it's religious or not, I believe that the use of cannabis is a religiously protected right in this country, even if you don't think of it that way. Because what is religion but making a choice as to how you think and feel? What is smoking pot but making a choice about how you feel and think? They deserve protection, and you do not need to be ashamed about being a cannabis consumer. In fact, you should be proud of yourself for making the safer choice, making the choice that will help this country, and making the choice that will help patients and the environment. I'm proud of you all for showing up here to support Josh in Texas Normal. I ran for Russ from National Normal. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Russ. We really appreciate you coming out today. How about Russ Billville, everybody? Now, our next speaker that we have coming up, Greta Gaines, has come here all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Greta has a very wide-ranging career. She is an outdoorsman. She loves to fly fish. She was an internationally recognized professional snowboarder who took the Women's Extreme Snowboarding World Championship. She was also the host of ESPN's TV show, The New American Sportsman, as well as MTV's Sports and Music Festival. Greta is also a well-respected singer and songwriter with 4 studio albums and a live album, and she will be also playing at our after party tonight at Momo's Club. Also, Greta is a part of the Normal Women's Alliance, which is a nonpartisan coalition of successful, high-profile professional women who are seeking to put a new face on this movement. Please give a big Texas welcome to Greta Gaines, everybody.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Russ. It's a pleasure to be here. Beautiful day here in Austin. And I'm really, really proud to be here with you guys today. As Josh told you, my name is Greta Gaines. I am a mother, a musician, an activist, and a proud patriotic pothead.